After I posted my last video where I crumpled up some post-it notes on the possible outcomes of fights, I had several people send some emails to me. Not a lot, by and large, the point was well taken. But there were some people pointing some things out to me that I hadn't noticed. For example, there was a point in the previous video right at the beginning where I picked up one of the notes and then my hand passed down low out of camera range. And they were wondering, maybe because it came out so perfectly that I just happened to pick the note that said I died in the fight, that maybe it was overproving my point. There were some other people that pointed out to me that they couldn't see the writing that was on the notes, and perhaps I was just saying something for the camera. And I got an email from a guy, Ben Bienivenstancianovich, which to me kind of sounds like a made-up name, but I'm going to go with this as if it was a real thing. Why not? What do I have to worry about, right? So what I did, his idea, Mr. Bienivenstancianovich, said use a permanent marker. We'll be able to see them. So I have, there you go, jail. I'm going to fold this one up. Oops. Okay. Jail in camera range. One more time. Jail. Keeping it in camera range. Yes, that's a good idea. All right. Fold this one up. Next one says dead. Keeping it in camera range. Gonna fold it up. Next one says justified. That's the one we're hoping to find. That's the one that's elusive, but it's still the one that we're hoping for. So fold this one up a bit. Injured. We take that one off, keeping it in camera range the whole time. Just in case any of you are wondering, I'm not a magician. I wouldn't be able to do sleight of hand to save my life. Next one says sued. So you won the fight, didn't get arrested, and they take you to civil court and take away your money and your house and your car. Okay? And the next one was blank. So we can set that over here. Nothing in my hands. Nothing. I reach over here. I grab all of them. Okay? Shake them up. Here we go. Now, hands are in range. Both hands are in range. Okay, I've got one. It's in range the whole time. Unfold it where you can see it first. Dead. I keep picking on the wrong guy, evidently. This is 2 videos in a row where I'm trying to show you what can happen to you in a fight, and I wound up dead. Okay, so this one, I believe, to the best of my knowledge, I kept everything in camera range for the entire time. My result was the same, but the fact is, anything can happen. And last time I said literally anything. Some people jumped onto me about that. Okay, so during a fight, it's not likely that you get trampled by a herd of elephants. Okay, almost anything can happen in a fight. Not all of the outcomes are going to be things that you're going to like. If I grab these notes and do that several times, we're going to get a couple of different results. But the thing that's going to be the same is that you don't know what's going to happen when you get into a fight. You have no way of knowing. It's just something that's going to happen. It's going to go your way or it's not going to go your way. All right. I hope that this kind of clears up some misconceptions. I'm not a magician, not a street performer. I'm just a guy who's trying to help people stay safe and stay out of jail and stay out of trouble. Okay. So that's all I've got for this video. I hope I corrected any misconceptions and got everything straightened out. And maybe this is one. I'm not going to delete the old one. I'm going to leave it up because there was nothing untoward about it. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up, and this is just going to be a nice little follow-up to it, and I'm kind of glad that it came out with the same result, but whatever it came out with is still going to be pure chance. In a real fight, you can hit the other guy, and he can fall and hit his head on the curb and die. You might not have intended him to die, but he would be dead just the same. Your intention doesn't matter. What matters is the end result of your actions. Just the same, even if you're not worried about what happens to you, if you're one of those, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6 kind of people, well, you might get that opportunity in a situation, but by the same token, anything can happen. You could get knocked down. You could be the one hitting your head on a curb and dying. So just remember that any outcome is possible, and that you need to avoid fights because of the high level of risk that's involved. Take care of yourselves. I appreciate you watching. I really do. Take care of yourselves and stay safe.